Hello guys, in this tutorial of our SolidWorks Basics, we will explore the remaining line commands, dive deeper into the relation options and understand the different trim commands. This essential tool will help you create precise and efficient 2D sketches like a pro. Stay tuned, keep learning and don't forget to subscribe for more. So now I will select this part option. In this, as we have seen in the previous video, first we have to select your unit system, then we will select the plane. Now just go in the sketch option. When you move your cursor to the line option, you will find a arrow mark facing downwards. In this, click on that. Apart from line options, you will find another two options, which is center line and midpoint line. So one by one I will tell you what are those two options. So first we will select this midpoint line. So after selecting this, you have to move your cursor to the center line or to the origin point, where you will when you just move your cursor to the origin, you will see that relation intersection relation in that yellow box. So in this, when you just once when you click, you will find if you scroll or if you move your cursor onto the one side or the opposite to the opposite side, the same amount of distance will be drawn. So see, even if you draw a horizontal line or whether it be a vertical line, both that at both the ends, you will find the same. See, so now I will just draw some lines and I will select OK. Now we will just see the dimensions. It is we will make some whole numbers. We'll consider it as 300. So now if I measure any one of the half side, see, it is completely or exactly half of what you have drawn the line. It will also show that this dimension is driven because it is already at the center point. So when you just draw other half, it will show that this sketch is over defined. So I will press cancel. So we will delete this. So now in the line option, you will find another option which is called as center line. This center line is basically called as a construction line because these lines are used to help create and constrain sketches, but this will not contribute to the final geometry of the 3D model. It will act like just as a reference line. So now I will when you just after selecting this center line, when you move your cursor to the origin point and when it is exactly near, you will find this dotted blue line. See here, I will just draw a construction horizontal line. Will select. Okay. Now I want to know that this construction lines, what line I have drawn, its center point I want to know. So you have to just move your cursor to this line. So you will find a yellow color box, which is the midpoint of this construction line. So I want to make my drawing exactly I want to make this line exactly at the midpoint to this origin. So you have to find your center point line of that construction line. That I will just select this, then press Control and you press your origin line, which is in orange color dotted dot. So select this, leave the control button, and then in the add relation options, select coincident. See, now this is exactly at the midpoint. So we will draw some another sketch. I will draw this another center line. So we will draw two circles. In sketch option, select the circle, click, and now I want to make the circle in the intersection of these two construction lines. So near the intersecting point, you will find See, you will find the relation option which is showing intersection, which is exactly at the intersecting point of these two, what you say, construction lines. So I will draw a circle. So the same here also I will draw another circle. So it is blue in color means it indicates that this sketch is under defined. So we will provide some dimensions. 20. Here we will dimension 80. So I will give dimension to this circle. Consider it as 65. So I will press escape to escape from smart dimension. So now we will draw a line which will be tangent to both these circles. So now in sketch option select this line. Now I want to make a line which will be tangent to this line as well as this line. So when you just move your cursor to this center line or exactly at the top of the center line at the corner, you will find another relation. See here, this outer what you say outer line of the circle is showing orange in color. So wherever it is showing, you can just draw. Means it this line will be automatically become a tangent to that circle. Sir. So this one point is specified. For another point, when you just scroll, see here. For this also, it is already automatically drawing a tangent. Because of that, this outer line of the circle is becoming orange color. So I will select this and select OK. So now suppose you have drawn one line like this, and now you want to make this line tangent to both of these circles. So what you have to do is first select the line which you want to make tangent to that circles. I will select this line, press Ctrl, and then whichever circle you want to make tangent, you have to select that circle like this. So now in add relations, you have to press or you have to select this command of tangent. See, now this line and this circle are in tangent with each other. So now I want to make this line tangent to this. So I will repeat the same and press tangent. See, now this line is tangent to these circles. So now I want to trim this extra line so that our design will be incomplete. So now in sketch option, you will find the option as trim entities. Press the trim entities option. Now you will find different trim options. So right now choose trim to closest option, because this will remove the object where you will click, so that when you click that particular line, that only it will be trimmed. So I want to just trim this line because line is already tangent to the circle. So I will just press this line, it will get deleted. Same here also like this. So now I have trimmed all those lines, but still my design is not completely closed, because if it is completely closed, then it will show or it will be what you say filled with blue color, the inner part of the design. So we will scroll and we will see where we have to trim. So we will trim here. Same we will repeat for other corners as well. Here it is perfectly trimmed. So here we will trim. So see, now this design is completely enclosed. Because of this, you can see the shaded portion inside. So now I will show you another option, which is mirror entities. So for that, we will draw a center line. Consider like this. So if I will draw a rectangle over here, Okay, I will give some dimensions. Consider it as 20 and this to be as 15. So I will specify some dimensions. Okay, and give it as 45. So now I want to mirror this particular rectangle into that side. So for that, always when you want to use your mirror options, make sure that you always have a center line as a reference, because this line will act as a mirror and it will exactly mirror your design. So when you just hit this option, so you have your two boxes. In this, which design or which particular drawing you want to mirror, that you have to select. So this part I want to mirror, so I will select this. So see, here you have the option called as copy, because when you just enable this option and you specify which is the line which you want to act as a mirror. So select this in mirror about. So see, this yellow line is showing as a preview. When you hit the OK button, it will automatically be drawn. See, so another thing is, I will just press Ctrl plus Z. So now in mirror entities, when you select your entities to be mirrored and when you disable this option as copy, only at that time this square or this rectangle will be mirrored to that side, but it will not reappear here because you have disabled your copy option. So in mirror about, I will select this construction line and press OK. So see, this option has been this drawing has disappeared, but it has copied here because we have disabled that copy option. Okay, press Ctrl plus Z. So so in trim options, when you select the power trim options, if you want to randomly just trim any of the lines, you have to first left click on the trim options. See, you will find this gray color line, and whichever line you want to trim, you have to just pass through that line. See, like this I will go on trimming, and when you have finished your trimming, you have to just select OK. So this power trim option is used when you have your random like you want to trim some of extra designs or extra drawings. At that time, this power trim options will be in use. So for corner trim, I will just explain you by taking another example. So suppose we'll draw one circle, we'll draw random line. So now in trim options, select the trim away inside. As the name indicates, when you just select the outer line and start selecting inner lines, it will trim away the inside of the corner which you have selected. Okay, so the exact reverse is the trim away outside. So I will demonstrate this. So select the trim option. In this, select trim away outside. So now when you just first select the outer corner, now you just, even if you select this option, it will trim the outside edges. See, like this. And the trim to closet is we have already seen before. And even apart from that, you have two other options. Keep trimmed as construction geometry and ignore trimming of the construction geometry. So for this, like we will press Ctrl plus undo, and now when you select the trim any of the options, so suppose I will just select this trim away inside, and I will just select this option as keep trimmed entities as construction geometry. So whichever like extra designs which will be trimmed out, those will get converted into construction geometry. For that, as I have selected trim away inside, I will select the outer corner. Now I will select this. See, whichever unwanted trims which are going to cut will get converted into construction lines like this. See, so if I will just deselect this, and now in trim options, if I will select this ignore trimming of the construction geometry. So for this demonstration, wait, which I will demonstrate you differently. Okay. So at the center, I have some construction lines, and now I will select line option, and now in trim option, I will select this trim. You will select any options. This will be applicable for all these options. So let it be trim away inside. And now I will select ignore trimming of the construction geometry. So when you select the outer plane and when you start, see, it has ignored the construction, what you say, construction line, and remaining the all those have been trimmed off. So this option is when you want your construction geometry to be remained in the design, at that time we will use these options. Okay. So now consider that you have drawn a line, and even after showing that relation your line is not in straight. So you will see that your line is not in completely straight line. So even for that you want to make your line completely vertical. So just left click on this, and you will see it is already showing a dotted box, in that it is showing make vertical. When you hit this option, see, it has now become like this line has become vertical. So apart from that, when you draw some horizontal lines and your horizontal line is not completely straight or completely parallel, for that option, for that time, when you just hit this line, you see it is showing make horizontal. So when you hit this line will become horizontal. So these are some of the basic tools or basic commands which we have used. So in the next session, we will draw some designs and we will solve some exercises on that. So till then, please subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to get more updates. Thank you.